Hi, I'm Rita Wilkins, also known as the Downsizing Designer. Today I want to talk to you about something really important, and that's about finding your passion and your purpose. And what I've created is a 3-step life audit that if you've never taken a life audit before, I do hope you'll listen to the video to the end because it's going to tell you why to take a life audit and then also how to. So I hope that this helps. So have you ever found yourself just drifting through life? You're caught up in that daily grind with no clear direction, no real purpose, no real meaning. And we've probably all been through that from time to time because maybe you feel stuck and you're questioning whether this is the life that you really want for yourself. And you might find yourself even asking, like, what am I doing? Why am I doing this and where am I going? So such was the case with a friend of mine who was a highly successful business owner, and she seemed to have it all on the outside. But when she reached out to me for coffee, I kind of figured something might be wrong. So when she arrived, frankly, I barely recognized her. She looked exhausted, depleted, and overwhelmed. She had mentioned that she had been listening to my videos on living a simpler life, a more intentional life, and she wanted to know how to declutter her own life. So her business was thriving, but she had no personal life beyond that office. And having just turned 60, she realized that life was quickly passing her by. So she was overwhelmed, she was stressed, unhappy, and desperate for some sort of a work-life balance. So in her own words, she had been cluttering her priorities. She spent many years focused solely on growing her business, leaving little room for living her life. So in a moment of levity, I just reminded her of a famous line from Ferris Bueller's Day Off, that life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it. My friend was lucky, though, because she had a wake-up call. She realized that she had a choice to intentionally create new priorities that would result in a more meaningful and lasting change. It would be a new life filled with meaning, purpose, and also joy and fun. So there is power in a life audit. So whether it's a milestone birthday like my friend had, or the beginning of a new year, sometimes a sudden life quake, like a divorce or death of a spouse, or even a moment of just quiet realization. We all face this kind of question from time to time, whether we're really living the life that we want. So if this resonates with you, a life audit could be the answer. It's not just about identifying what's wrong with your life, but it's also acknowledging that you have the power to choose what you want and also the power to change. So a life audit will help you reflect on where you are and where you want to go. It'll help you reevaluate your priorities, your goals, and your habits. And it'll also help you refocus on what matters and then take action that's aligned with your values, your purpose, and your passions. So what is a life audit and why does it really even matter? So a life audit really is about you. Who you are, what you want, what you don't want, and what you need to live your life to the fullest. So it'll help you uncover the hidden clutter that's preventing you from living the life that you really want. So basically, it's a deep dive into your dreams, your aspirations, your goals, your priorities, habits that you have. And it will help you discover your passion and purpose so that you can move forward with that clarity, focus, and intention. So it explores all areas of your life, your career, your relationships, finances, health, personal growth, spirituality, and fun. So in other words, it's like a GPS because it shows you where you are, where you want to go, and what's holding you back. So in each step of the life audit works together like a puzzle. If you skip one, the picture remains incomplete. By taking the time to complete the 3 essential steps, you'll gain the clarity and the confidence to design the life that you want that's filled with purpose, meaning, balance, and joy. So a life audit consists of 3 essential steps. The first is a vision board, and that vision board is where do I want to go? A life wheel is where are you right now? And then the time for self-reflection, what matters most to you? So each of these 3 steps builds upon the other. So skipping one is like trying to navigate without a map. You'll never reach that desired destination. So step 1 is the vision board. And you might have created one before. It will help you see the future that you want. So a vision board isn't just like any old art project, because we've all probably done them. But if you take this one seriously, it's a tool that helps you bring your goals to life by visually presenting what you aspire to. And it's creating a reminder of the life that you want to build. So a vision board should excite you because it helps you to dream more boldly, and while also clarifying your passion and your purpose and setting goals towards those things that truly matter to you. So whether it's images of a peaceful home, a fulfilling career, or creating special moments with your loved ones, your vision board acts as that guiding light or the beacon to help you stay focused on what matters to you. So if you've not created a vision board before, it's pretty simple. You just gather magazines. That's my old-fashioned way of doing it. Clip photos, sketches, words or phrases that just somehow jump out at you. And you don't have to make any sense of it. Just pile them up. And those are the things that kind of deep down inside are representing your goals and your dreams. And then you create a collage that inspires you and reflects on the life that you want to build. And then you place it somewhere in your home where it's visible and it'll help keep you motivated. When I created one of my first vision boards, I realized how much energy I was wasting on things that really didn't matter to me. So seeing my dreams visually represented gave me that clarity to focus on what truly matters to me. The second step is a life wheel. And this is about assessing your present life. So before you can map a route to your destination, you need to know a starting point. And the life wheel is a simple yet powerful tool that helps you evaluate key areas of your life, your career, your relationships, your health, finances, spirituality, and more. And by ranking these areas, you can pinpoint where you feel fulfilled and where you might need to grow. And this clarity helps to help you prioritize your time, your energy, and your resources much more effectively. So you could just download a generic life wheel from the website. I've created one, and if you'd like it, we'd be glad to send it to you. But basically, you draw a circle, and then with a number of concentric circles, and then that life wheel gets divided into sections like a pie, representing the different areas of your life. And then I like to color each section. So if it's, a level 1 in, an area of my life that's very low, or a level 10, the colors help have it pop out for you. So you rank those areas 1 to 10, and then you use the results to pinpoint where you're thriving and where you need to go. So when I first created a life wheel, which was a number of years ago, and I do it probably at least once a year, I quickly identified areas that were out of balance for me, and so I could focus more effectively my time and my energy. And step number 3 is self-reflection. Now, this is so important because it's where you can uncover what truly matters to you. So this is like a personal GPS. It helps you uncover what drives you, your core values, your passions, and your purpose. And by reflecting on these, and when you can clearly articulate what lights you up, what fills you up, and what makes you truly happy and satisfied, life gets so much easier because all of your decisions are then based on those things. So a couple of reflection questions, and of course you can create more, but what do you truly want from your life, and are you moving in that direction that aligns with your passion and your purpose? What brings you the most joy and fulfillment, and how much time do you currently devote to that? And what are you most proud of, and what lessons have you learned from both your successes and failures? And who are the most important people in your life, and how did they contribute to that happiness and that success? And then what do you excel at? What do you love doing? And are you incorporating these into your daily life? And what's missing from your life? And what would bring you greater fulfillment that would align with your values. And then, of course, what obstacles are internal and external are holding you back. And it could be fears, it could be, self-deprecation, naysayers, that kind of thing. So when I did my own life audit, one of my biggest breakthroughs was realizing how cluttered my priorities had been. By saying no to the things that didn't align with my values, I created space for what truly mattered. So why do all three of these steps matter? So each step of the life audit builds upon the other. So without a vision board, you lack a clear destination. Without a life wheel, you can't assess the gaps between the dreams and your reality. And without self-reflection, you won't discover that deeper why that makes you cry, as John Maxwell's saying, behind whatever those meaningful goals are. So together, these steps provide that clarity, the focus, and the motivation to create lasting change in your life. So my own personal insights about my life wheel. Number one, and this was major, living simply, intentionally, and authentically. It was by far the most significant insight I gained in the importance of living intentionally, simply, and authentically. For many years, I tried to fit into someone else's mold, someone else's dream of what a good life was. And so when I think back on it, I wasted time, I wasted money, and a lot of energy on trying to be something that I really wasn't. So the big house, the fancy cars, the designer wardrobe, when I realized that's not really who I am, and then I stepped back, I realized, I wanted that simpler life and be true to myself. So when I began saying no to those things that didn't align with my values, and yes to only the people and the things that brought me joy, meaning, and fulfillment, I discovered the real me that had been hiding underneath all of those cluttered priorities. So I felt lighter, freer, more peaceful, and by following my own personal GPS, I was finally in control of my own life, and I discovered the real me. And the second big insight I received was the power of supportive relationships. So that was one thing in my life audit. I don't think I was really realizing how many people were around me that was making all these good things happen. It's so important to surround yourself with people who truly care about you, support your goals, and encourage your dreams and your aspirations. Now, equally important is making sure they know that you're going to support them on their own journey as well. So by prioritizing simplicity and living with less, my life has become so much richer and more abundant and truly fulfilling. And that's why I'm here. So it made me realize how much more life I have to live and how much more I have to give. So surrounding myself with the supportive people enriched my life and allowed me to focus on what truly matters. So bottom line is, your life matters. Your dreams, your happiness, your all of this matters. So I do hope that you'll take time to do your own life audit so you can start living that life that you truly want and deserve. So a life audit is life-changing. So I invite you to invest some time and energy into completing your own life audit. And if you will, please share your story, whatever your wake-up call moments were, your goals and your insights, because your story will make a difference to others.